Hello students, today we are going to say new topic, that is the muscles. Okay, so what are the muscles is a specialized tissue of mesodermal in origin, means which are derived from mesoderm in embryonic condition. It is a germ layer. About 40 to 50% of the body weight of human adult is contributed by the muscles, and they have the special properties like excitability, contractibility, and extensibility and elasticity. Muscles have been classified into specially three types, that is a skeletal muscle, visceral muscle, skeletal muscle, then smooth muscle. Skeletal muscle is also called the striated muscle. Skeletal muscle are also called the striated muscle. Under, and the cardiac muscle. Skeletal muscle or striated muscle, because which consist of the dark and light band, and therefore they have the striated in appearance, and that's why skeletal muscle called the striated muscle. Smooth muscle and the cardiac muscle. So what are about the skeletal muscle? Skeletal muscles are closely associated with skeletal components, means which are attached to bones, and they have the striated appearance under the microscope, because which consist of the light and dark band, and hence they are the striated muscle, as their activities are under the voluntary control of nervous system, means these activity are under the control of will, and hence they are known as the voluntary muscle, and they are especially involved in locomotory actions, means movement and the changes of body postures. Then second about next one is the skeletal muscle. Next one is the smooth muscle. So smooth muscles are located in the inner wall or the um, visceral organs of the body, like the alimentary canal, reproductive tract. They do not exhibit any striations and are smooth in appearance, hence they are known as the smooth muscles or the non-striated muscles. Their activities are not under the control of voluntary activity, are not under the voluntary control of nervous system, and therefore they are involuntary muscles, and they play an important role in transportation of the food through the digestive tract and the gametes through the genital tract. Example, this is the example of this smooth muscle. Then last one about the cardiac muscle. So cardiac muscle are the special type of muscles are present only in heart, and that cardiac muscle have the special property to undergo rhythmic contraction and relaxation on their own accord. They are again involuntary action, and the pumping of the heart, contraction and relaxation of the chambers of the heart, that is the systole and diastole, are only is under the control of the cardiac muscle. So then now start the detailed structure of the skeletal muscle. So each organized skeletal muscle in our body is made up of number of muscle bundles, or that muscle bundle called the fascicles, and they are held together by common connective tissue layer called the fascia. Each muscle bundle contains number of muscle fiber. Understand student? Now we are going to study the detailed structure of the skeletal muscle. The skeletal muscle is made up of number of bundles, that bundles called the muscle bundles or fascicles, and they are held together by connective tissue called the fascia. Then each muscle bundle contains number of muscle fiber, and this muscle fiber is lined by membrane called the sarcolemma, and which enclosing contain the protoplasm called the sarcoplasm. Muscle fiber, as the sarcoplasm contains many nuclei. The endoplasmic reticulum, that is sarcoplasmic reticulum of the muscle fiber, is the storehouse of the calcium ion. Understand? Muscle fiber is lined by membrane, that membrane called the sarcolemma. That sarcolemma contains, there is a plasm called the sarcoplasm, which contains many nuclei. Then endoplasmic reticulum present in the muscle, that is called the sarcoplasmic reticulum, and which are the storehouse of the calcium ions. A characteristic feature of this muscle fiber is the presence of large number of partially arranged filaments in the sarcoplasm called the myofilaments or the myofibrils. And each myofibrils has the alternate dark and light bands on it. Okay students, characteristic feature of this muscle is they are made up of the myofibrils or myofilaments, and myofibrils are made up of the alternate dark and light band. Detailed study of this myofibril established that they have the striated appearance because due to they contain the two kinds of protein, actin and myosin. Light bands contain actin called the I band. I band stand for the isotropic band. I means isotropic band, and a dark band, this is the I band, and dark band called the A band. A stand for the anisotropic band. I stand for isotropic band, and A stand for anisotropic band. I band is made up of protein filament is protein actin, and A band is made up of the protein that is a myosin. Actin are the thin filament and myosin are the thick filament. Both the proteins are arranged as a rod like structures. This is a both the proteins, that is actin and myosin, they are made up of the they are made up of the rod like structure such as, so they are parallel to each other and also in the longitudinal axis of the myofibril. Actin filaments are thinner as compared to the myosin filaments. I already explained. Hence, commonly called as thin and thick filaments. Actin means thin filament and myosin called the thick filaments. In the center of this I band, in the center of this each I band is an elastic fiber called the Z line, which bisect it. The thin filaments are firmly attached to the Z line. Thick filaments in the A band are again held together in the middle of this band by the M line. This line is not shown here in this picture, but I will explain it then next topic. The A and the I bands are arranged alternately throughout the length of this myofibril. Okay, so portion of this myofibril between two successive Z line, that is called a sarcomere. The distance between the two successive Z line called a sarcomere, and it is the functional unit of the contraction, that is a sarcomere. Means contraction means no there is a muscle or contract, means they are just overlap and therefore the distance between two them is generally distance closer to each other and that distance become less. In the resting state, the edges of the thin filaments on either side of the thick filaments partially overlap the free ends of the thick filaments and leaving the central part of the thick filaments. Central part of the thick filaments not overlap, means there is a contraction takes place in only actin part. Central part of this thick filament, that is myosin. Thick filament means myosin and thin filament means actin, not overlap by thin filaments. It's called the H zone. That zone called the H zone. Then next, here the tryptophan is a protein which plays a very important role in for the inhibitions. Tryptomycin or tryptophan for plays an important role in contraction and relaxations. So the structure of the contractile proteins, I will study it. I will taken in last part. Okay. So students, thank you very much for this today's session.